It's Here First from IPR. I'm Megan McKinney. RFK Jr. was in Iowa yesterday talking about the new presidential fitness test, and there's been a measles outbreak in the southern part of the state. It's Tuesday, August 18th. U.S. Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. says the Trump administration's new presidential fitness test is aimed at making kids healthier and more active. Kennedy stopped at the YMCA in Newton yesterday with 1st District Congresswoman Marionette Miller Meeks to promote the program. They also observed kids trying out planks, push-ups, and other exercises benchmarked in the test. The Obama administration moved away from the test in its own youth fitness program. Kennedy says that was a mistake.
We think the sedentary condition of many of our children is contributing to this malaise, to the mental health crisis, to the physical fitness crisis, to the chronic disease crisis in our country.
A new state law requires Iowa schools to make the fitness test part of physical education classes. A measles outbreak has been confirmed in southern Iowa, with 11 new cases, bringing the total for the year to 12 of the respiratory infection. Iowa HHS says there is evidence of person-to-person spread. The highly contagious illness is spread through the air when an infected person coughs or sneezes. HHS did not identify specific counties in southern Iowa that are being impacted by the outbreak. Its website lists locations in Des Moines, West Des Moines, Clive, and Bloomfield as places the individuals visited while contagious. Iowa HHS says anyone who was at those locations during the listed dates and times should monitor for symptoms. The U.S. Secretary of Defense is throwing his support behind Iowa Republican Congressman Zach Nunn in his re-election race. IPR's Isabella Liu has more from Pete Hegseth speaking at the state fair yesterday.
Hegseth called Nunn an ally in Congress for the department's missions and hefty defense budget. Nunn is a colonel in the Air Force Reserve and running in Iowa's 3rd congressional district. Hegseth also paid tribute to the 5 Iowa soldiers who were killed in Syria and Kuwait this past year. He told the crowd their service helped keep ISIS out of Syria and ensure Iran doesn't get a nuclear weapon.
There is a cost to doing very difficult things, to going out and defending your country and ensuring radical Islamist crazies don't get a nuclear weapon.
A 6th Iowan also died in June in a test flight crash. Hegseth's visit to Iowa comes as the U.S. and Iran passed their 60-day deadline for a deal to end the war. Both countries signed an agreement framework back in June that expired yesterday. I'm Isabella Liu, IPR News.
Republican U.S. Senate candidate Ashley Hinson says she wants to address rising healthcare costs. Here's more from IPR's Natalie Krebs.
Hinson is a U.S. representative from Marion. At the Des Moines Register's political soapbox at the state fair, she called herself a bipartisan fighter who will focus on making things like health care more affordable for Iowans.
I know families are getting squeezed. I know we have to do more to lower prescription drug prices. And if you just saw the news, they are at a 60-year low, but I know there's more to do to hold those shady PBMs and big pharma companies accountable.
Hinson says as a representative, she has worked to enact policies like no taxes on tips or overtime and reduce Social Security taxes. Hinson faces Libertarian Thomas Lane and Democrat Josh Turek in the November 3rd election. I'm Natalie Krebs, IPR News.
And I'm Megan McKinney. Thanks for taking the time to think about the world with Here First from IPR News. Have a great day. Talk tomorrow.